Hello. All right. This beer is just going to be one of the ones that I've definitely gone over. Either your four dark, heavy, barreled age, intense stout beers. They have them. They're always out there, and definitely they are enjoyable. And some people just that's all they want. That's all they focus on. Good. I'm glad you like it. Enjoy. That's great. Anyone that hasn't had them, that's like wondering like why am I going to buy this? This is definitely a pretty penny. I just went and got the 4 pack. I pretty sure four was like four 20 bucks for 420 something. It was pretty intense. So no matter what, you're making a great stout, and then you got to put it in a barrel. And as it ages, it will lose a certain amount of the water within it, and then also they're gonna maintain it. Make sure that the bad yeast do not make it in there, no bad anything, and sometimes they might lose a couple barrels. So the risk, the time, everything, the recipe just all comes together to ensure you have a great product. But it's definitely going to be worth a lot. So this one is one of the ones by KBS, but Founders, which you might know as Four Giants. Four Giants, a very intense IPA, and people love it. I think this one in Dale's, I'm not sure they started as brewery supplies. There's a couple that started as brewery supply places and worked their way up. Definitely, they're doing great. They've been around for a long time. So this is their line of the KBS, which started with one, which wasn't that long ago. Like I remember just being able to only get the KBS, and it actually took the whole year you waited to get the new release, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we have this Mountaineer one. So what they call it, they don't even call it that. It just has like a Mountie on it from Canada because this has maple in it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. My bad. I'm gonna have to split a glass because that's light. That's nothing. This one is not going to be that. This will take over whatever's in the glass. This is going to be whatever. Yep, it's a Dominator. It just you can't even with the light going through. I can't see it. It's just that's what they do, and there's just something like that. Sweet, mapley, very dark, deep, sweet, subtle notes. Wheat, but dark wheat. It's hard to explain. Like the barley is the number one grain, and then they get the sugars out of it by getting it wet, and it starts to want to sprout. And they have other ones. When it comes to stouts, they actually toast them, and that's what really started the stouts, which really got it to be in its own area. Sorry, but I'm not getting smoky, but it's just dark. It's just toast without the smoke. It's hard to explain. But that maple, but that toastiness that comes with it just turns to chocolate, dark chocolate notes, dark, supple. This one does have fudge in it, so that has a little extra, almost like a gritty chocolate finish, but still very dark. It's just yeah, I can't give you the full experience, but what I can do is line you up. There is booziness to it because it sits at a. I forgot what it was. It was 10, nope, 11. Off by one. An 11 ABV. This was bottled, in August. Cool. Just after my birthday. Awesome. This is my birthday beer. Wow. Beautiful. It's still lively. It's still vibrant. It's still. Toffee is just a description of caramel, and it's more on that level. A little dry, a little more clean, a little more almost crisp. It's not sugary sweet. The maple helps add complexity, but the finish is always going to be fudgy. And that's where you get the coffee, toasty, dark chocolate finish. So this is very savory. The regular KBS is very intense. If you've had Rasputin was the one I picked the most to compare to. That is like the driest, darkest one that I know to like tell people about. And if you've had it, they go, "Oh, that makes sense. I get it." This is close to that on the aspect of the dark chocolate roasted notes, but as far as not being the same, it's a subtle dry sweetness, that just kicks in and out with the maple and the fudge, giving that final chocolate finish. It's not like a dark chocolate complete finish. Dark chocolate really comes off bitter, and it just lingers, and it just fades away. That fudge just kicks in right at the end and bumps it up to what will remind you of milk chocolate, and then it goes to fade away. So that's the best thing I can say. If you can get one bottle, that's great. That's all you really need. If you have to invest in the 4 pack, by all means, if your local spot, that's all they give you. Just do it. This is one of the few beers it can hang out for a long time. You can save it for special occasions. Some people won't even drink it until a year later. They feel that it really settles itself and opens all those tiny notes at the end. Even in the middle, they kind of rise up as the intense ones start to fade away. And it's very true. I've had a friend that he can always have them sit in the closet. And when I did drink with him, he's like, "Oh, it's been sitting around for 6 months, sitting around for a year." And I'm like, "I don't know how you fucking do it." I have a closet too. It's empty because everything got drank up. It's gone. It's gone. I tried my best, but you hit those things like, you know, it sounds good. That right there, right now, yeah. And this is one of them. So this is definitely celebratory. This is definitely winter, fall, open fire, bonfire, or even just a fireplace. You can roast some marshmallows. You can probably have it with vanilla ice cream. Vanilla just kicks in beautiful with it. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I get a lot of them to remind people of vanilla. Vanilla is a dark, beautiful flavor, but it's very subtle, and that's something I have to have a lot of. So there might be notes of it. If you're really good at tasting, you can distinguish that. I'm not really good at it, so I don't. That's like one that's in the background. So don't get me wrong if I didn't mention everything that could be in it, but definitely the major ones that impact me are probably the ones that impact the people that want to drink it all the time, anyways, and that crave this one every year. So it's about that time. It is that season. Hopefully, it's something you want. I got one. I'm just gonna relax with this one and enjoy myself and hang out and just have a good time. And hopefully, you do too. If not, we'll find something you like on the next one.